Hello. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for joining me for my stream today. We are hanging out over on Twitch. We're hanging out on YouTube. And today we are going to be streaming some City Skylines. I went and made myself a quick snack. I have spicy tuna over rice. It's very spicy. That was a mistake on my end. Good stuff. Yes, hello to Kitten. Hello to me. Hello to S'mores. How is everyone doing today? Do you guys hear the music on my computer okay? Is it too quiet? Seems a little quiet to me. But I can't really tell. Whew, that's spicy. S'mores is hanging out with me today. It's finally getting warm enough that she can lay in the window without freezing. Chris said it is a Saturday evening. I'm having a beer and feeling good. I am having, like I said, spicy tuna and rice and water. And then off to the side, I have an iced coffee. But iced coffee and fish don't really go well together, so we're not doing that today. What is up, Dink? Welcome to the City Skylines. Right now it is s'mores. S'mores cam time. Reminds me, I should make more coffee. You should make more coffee. I can't imagine fish and coffee being good together, so I'm just not for now. All right, let's switch over. I'm gonna put S'mores up a little bit since she's there, so we're just gonna have to be okay with her kind of blocking some things. But if it's too bad, just let me know, and I can remove her. But she's too cute. Sigma wants to know if I have ever played a game called Subway Builder. I have not played Subway Builder. I think, is that like more transit based or is it kind of city based? I was playing, the small spaces or whatever that is. That's been fun. More transit based. Okay. I'm going to look into it. I don't have a ton of money to spend on games right now because, definitely bought Pocopia and, you know, life's expensive, man. All right. So just a reminder about Dry Creek. So, Nomis plays it a lot. Nice. I'll have to check out Nomis's rendition of it. Something you probably could too. See what they have to offer. So just a reminder about Dry Creek. So our population's doing pretty well. Our income's doing fantastic. Some of that is I left it playing while I was decorating, and that did a ton of it for us. We have a pretty successful farming district that we've talked about building out more once we actually have a train station, because we currently don't have access to a train. So once I can get trains going, which is a population of 11,000, so I need to almost double my population, then we'll build this out and fill out the rest of this. But honestly, it's not too bad. I think it looks pretty good. Chris says, I started playing the early access for Solasta 2, a new RPG-based D&D 2024 rules. So this might be a little bit controversial. I don't like the 2024 rules that much. The errata was enough for me to fix a lot of the issues. Like when they would release errata rules, but I don't know. I can see how the 2024 rules for certain things can be interesting, but I feel like it, even more than D&D 5e already did, it takes away so many of the unique features of classes. So, you know, it is what it is, but that's alright. If you like the game, enjoy it. So we have our farming district here. We kind of have, in general, our little bit of a town. We started building like a middle density here with the eventual goal of putting higher density closer to the highways. And then over here, we put in some pedestrian walkways last time to allow people to get back and forth across to their jobs in the industrial zone. We also kind of expanded a little bit. I made another interchange down here. Is it perfect? No. Is it good enough? Yes. And this allows 2 ways in and out of this area. It's a little close here for my liking, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Chris says, the only thing that annoys me is there's no ranger. Dink says, I think it'd be interesting to try 2024 when more stuff comes out later. Yeah, I guess it's just, I wish that if they were going to do that, they would have just released a whole new system. But, because it kind of just feels like a DLC dropped, you know? But, I just haven't played it enough to really know if I like those rules. And I think with our Dungeons and Dragons group, Dink, we can probably make a good combination of both sets of rules and kind of make our own set, you know? Okay. So Rivervale is here. So I'm thinking I want to build a park out this way in this area. Because then our medium and high density can kind of go around it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to... Oh, no. What happened here? Okay. I do still have a lot of those assets. All the mods had updated, and it makes me really nervous when things like that happen. Okay. So let's do a bike with the trees down the middle, like we did here. To be this one. Let's go ahead and run it right straight. This should be pretty flat. I'm always really bad at sizes of parks. So here's what I'm thinking. In general, I'm going to run this down because eventually this needs to go somewhere. I don't think we necessarily need an off-ramp of this freeway here. Maybe I can build one here eventually, you know, do another interchange. But for now, I think that this is accessible enough. And then for the park, I can always make it bigger, right? So let's start with... Well, first let's kind of start with getting it a little bit off these 2 main roads and do a secondary area here. And then we'll continue the park down. Let's do that for now. What if it long and skinny? Like instead of it being kind of fat this way, if we made it thinner and kind of went down there. So wow, this music got jamming all of a sudden. Holy guacamole, you're actually a cat. I am actually a cat. My fuzzy ears usually don't give it away to most people. It's the tail. No Mercy says it's not controversial. I prefer OG 5E as well. You can homebrew adjustments. We've already been merging some things. I agree, Dink. Okay. Yeah, they're just talking about D&D. Sorry, I'm finishing up my lunch because I'm just really hungry. I didn't eat yet today. Alright, so I want to kind of make a longer park area here. And so I feel like this would be a good area for the park. I'm sure it's going to be a little too big and we're going to have to panic a little bit. But that's okay. Now I think let's go ahead and put, how is my commercial? Alright. So let's go ahead and put some parking. Let's see if I can remember where the parking is in here. There it is. Put some parking in here. This is no zoning, but that should be okay. Can I go down a size? I can go down a size. So we have parking now. I don't know that I want it that big though, because I'd love to have some commercial right along that way. So let's drop it down. That's really small. Is there not an in-between? Nope, there's not an in-between. That's okay. Let's go ahead and add some commercial along here. And then we'll leave this kind of open for just some nice grassy area. Drop some pathways in there. We'll go through and we'll actually put parking spaces in a minute. What is up, Nomus? How are you? What am I eating? I am eating spicy tuna over rice. And then I have iced coffee to have separately. Because coffee and tuna don't really go together. Nomus says he's not doing much. No Mercy. That's kind of what annoys me about 5.5e in regard to content, wiping the slate clean instead of being compatible with Tasha's, Xanathars, etc. So if you really love some of those classes, for example, you either have to do expensive home brewing to make them work or wait years for them to officially regurgitate. I don't know. I mean, I think from being someone... Oh, I didn't mean to put that there. From being someone who has used some 5.5 rules, I think it's really dependent on your group that you're playing with, right? Because we have the ability, and we've done a really good job at finding ways to make it usable. Where it's like, hey, we're just taking some of the spell adjustments, or we're taking some of the class features. So sure, it's a little homebrewy, but I think that's okay. Oh, I need to go through and add some handicap spots. Nomus asked what city I'm working on. This is my Dry Creek city. So I started it. This is like my 5th episode in here. It's on one of Teddy Radko's maps. I spent a lot of time doing some farming district, and we're just kind of starting our first park. Oh no! Oh no! Not enough workers? Yeah, that's all right. Let's just reset these buildings. I do need to add some, like I said, some handicap parking in here. Don't know that I can... crap. I forget I can't. Once I place these down, they're really hard to get at. You might have seen the last one in the city or the first one of her house. I forget. Yeah, it doesn't have as much. All that train work that we did that first time, that was in the winter city. So this is separate to that. But yeah, I think you were here for one of them. Alright. Spicy tuna and rice is done. My nose is totally just running because that was really spicy. Oh my gosh. That was way too spicy. So I kind of messed up and I didn't put the handicap parking in. So we're going to put handicap parking on this side because I'm an idiot. And we're going to make it handicap parking for the park. There we go. Because I totally missed it for the business, and that is my fault. I try and be really good about the handicap parking, but it just slipped my mind. And I'm just having a pain of a time trying to add it to the other side. Polish dude, I saw the notification that you were on, so I thought I'd say hi and troll you for a minute, but gotta get back to work. If it's too spicy, add more cowbell. I will add a lot more cowbell just for you. Enjoy work. Hope it's not too busy. Ice cold water, man. Delicious. Oh, s'mores. What are you doing, baby? Okay. So it does kind of, God, I hate these tall buildings. That's okay. I wish I could just like get rid of them. I hate them. I hate them so much. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to add concrete and nope. Crap. All right, let's add some trees then. Or bushes. Ooh, let's add bushes. Oh, I thought I'd turn these off. Oh no. Oh crap. Hold on. Did my assets not all turn back on? Not all of them. Some of them did. Huh. So either I completely missed some of these the first time I turned them on. I went through and checked my assets. Or they got turned on with all of the changes. Because like these here. Where is it? These, I hate these. And I don't want them on, so I need to go through and take those off. I swore I had a lot of these turned off, but we're going to have to check. No Mercy says, I hear some of the assets are broken with new CS update and Skype doesn't work properly either. Yeah, we'll have to see. So I'm going to try and stick with some of the... crap. Skype broken the patch. Yeah, I'm going to try and stick with vanilla assets for now, just in case once Skype works again, because my mods are working fine for the most part. But what I don't want is to lose assets when I come back. You know, that would suck. So I'm just going to kind of use vanilla to the best of my ability here to try and avoid... Because, like, I have the cactuses in here, which is not at all what I have turned on. Like, all of these should be off. The include-exclude isn't working at all. Okay. That makes me feel better, Nomus. Thank you. Because I was panicking because I was like, this is not correct. So any playset changes I do is just ignored. Yeah, that's all right. I'm sure they'll fix it. So I'm just going to kind of hang out for a little bit. And just kind of use some more of the vanilla assets or the ones that I know I actually included. But like what Joy Build Cities, trucks, cruising around. I know, what was it? Intersection marking tool was giving me shooting some warnings. I'm like, oh, just turn it off. And I'm like, but I don't want to turn it off because all of my markings are going to go away. 2 weeks at the earliest, probably more from when the patch released. That's all right. I'll just kind of keep an eye on it. I mean, I don't play this every single day, so I'm not super concerned that I'm going to end up with Skyve issues, especially because I'm really into Pocopia right now. But we'll see. Let's see what's in here. Okay, nothing. Perfect. All right. So we have some parking. Now let's go ahead and start the park area. Oh my god, this is going to be so big. That's okay. Oh no. I hate when it does that. Do. Perfect. I have no idea what we're listening to. I just kind of put it on my Epidemic sound. Alright. So we need a name for our park. So please give me some ideas. Nomis says, I can't play it all. Oh, hold on. Intersection marking tool is updated on Thursday, so that one is fine. Yeah, it's probably because Skyve is broken that it's like yelling at me that it's not correct. And then Nomis says that they can't play until Skyve is fixed. There's also one other mod that needs updating anyway, like adaptive networks. Yeah, I'm just cruising. I'm alright with whatever I got. Okay, so let's put in. That's huge. I want to put in little tiny stuff over here, but these are all really big. All right. I just want to put in some small things here. You said, so I am jealous. I mean, I don't like adaptive networks super a whole lot, so I don't really use adaptive networks. I don't think that needs to be a stop sign at that parking junction. Okay. That can be a stoplight. So I feel like that one's not too bad. And then with Skyve, I think I can just kind of keep an eye on what I'm using. All right, let's find some tiny parks or something that I can just kind of stick in here that are little itty bitty. Okay, that's too big. Skate park's actually a super interesting asset, and I do like that one. I think for most people it's working fine. You're just special, Nomis. You just like the more complicated stuff than little me. Okay, fine. I don't know what to put in there, so we're just gonna kind of leave it. So we're gonna take. Let's go ahead and take a city park entrance. You know, I really don't want to center it, so we're not going to. All right. And then remember, I would like a name for, what is it? Empire Gardens is what it's called right now. If you want to leave it as Empire Gardens, we can, but I leave it up to you. I also am going to set up a side gate here, a side gate here, and a side gate there. Now, I don't know that I actually want to gate this park in. The city needs a red light district. Oh, Chris. Okay. Sure. Why not? Not today. Not today, but sure. Sure. Okay. Yep. We'll make a red light district, but this is a park. We're playing park. There are red light district window assets on the workshop. No. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Fine. Link it in the workshop. Park equals red light district. No. No. The park is a park. Park is a park. You can link it on Discord. That is fine. Like I was saying, I am not going to... If people want to come to the main gate, I'll charge them. But I'm not going to actually gate in everything. I don't think that's really necessary at the moment. If you have several main parks... we'll put in fireworks, even though I don't really have night on. And then recycle garbage. Okay. So let's go ahead and just run. I love me a tree covered road. The park is just extra exhibitionist. Oh my god, you guys are gonna kill me. Alright. So, I want to make sure we have a fountain here. I'll put the fountain right up front. You guys are somehow going to get me banned. I don't know how, but you're going to get me banned. Let's put a nice fountain right up front with our information booth. There. And so unfortunately, because I haven't gone in and done any of these, I can't really mix attractions, which is kind of a bummer, but we'll go ahead and stay with just the regular kind of city park. Now, as we move down, I kind of want a lake in the middle. Now, do I want the lake park? Oh my god, yeah, some of these are... Okay, I like how it's close enough to roadside. The question is... Can I? I can. Perfect. It's like, oh, space already occupied, but then, like, you can definitely just do it with anarchy. So, where is this at? Banned where? Kitty said we'll get her banned. If I start putting red light districts and that kind of stuff, with my luck... Because somehow, it doesn't matter. With my luck, somehow I'll get in trouble. Ooh, I do not like that. I don't know how. I don't know why. But with... Oh, God. But with my luck, You'll get me banned. Just banned in general. From life. From travel. I don't know. Oh, you like the giant crater. Okay. There. It's like a fun feature. It's you need to fall in it. Wish I could come in here and edit these pathways. But I cannot. Oh, nice. Okay, at least people are coming into the park. I'll just call it the blue light district then. Okay, so then we're gonna put kind of over here a little bit of a roundabout. Roundabout's not quite the right word, but now let's see. Can I arrange at circle? Okay, that's actually very nice. That is really beautifully satisfying. I would have never been able to do that on my own. I can't wait to add a gazebo into there. For right now, we'll make a nice little area. What do I want in the middle of here? Just like awkwardly stick a bathroom. Yes. Perfect. It just is really funny because I feel like when I place things using Anarchy, it kind of messes with my it messes with my terrain. I feel like my terrain was pretty flat, and then I used Anarchy to place things down, and it got really not flat. But maybe I'm just crazy. Okay. So we have the park cafe. So are we up to... Okay, our entertainment is up. So let's decorate this area a little bit. Oh gosh, not that many. I think this entire terrain has a very slight slope, not enough to be immediately visible, but sloping nonetheless. Yeah, I feel like I discover that every single time I go to place something, and every single time I'm like, ugh. What a large tree right there. How does that look for right now? Very nice. Put a little chest area right here. And of course, oh, there's trash cans everywhere. All right. A lot of shade. There is a lot of shade. I would love to play chess right here, man. So then on all the crossings, I want to have some type of directionary tool. And then we'll put a nice park sign here. City Park. And then I wonder if I can go into here. I feel like there were some. Let me see. No, we'll just go back and do this one. A little bit of directions of the layout of the area. A little shadow because of the way that I have everything laid out, but that's okay. All right, so do we have a bathroom? I don't think I have a bathroom yet. So then I'll need to have a couple because it's just the way that human nature works is I can't just have one bathroom. Let's go straight out here. Turn that off. Okay, so that's connected there, which is nice. I'm trying to make sure that more people can get in, and then if we need to adjust the way that I've laid this out, we can later. So let's find, where is it? Nope, I want, that one's okay. Straight out. I watched a wild movie last night. That was a body horror. Not my favorite type of horror genre. Horror is also just not my favorite genre in general, but it was Friday the 13th, and on Friday the 13th, one does watch horror movies. So we watched a horror movie called The Substance. Had Demi Moore in it, and it was a thing. Watched it with some friends after going to a very nice seafood dinner. I am going to have an issue with where this is at. Just going to have to do that in order to get it out of the, get it out of this right here. Yeah, and so it just made me vastly uncomfortable. I mean, it was, you know, it's supposed to. It just was like body horror movies and like, They always kind of make me feel a little uncomfortable because it's like, oh, look at all this weird thing that your body goes through. And it's like, oh, that makes me just, oh, God, just itchy, you know? The plot was really good. If you are afraid of needles, if you are sensitive to body dysmorphia, if you don't really like artsy films, I wouldn't recommend watching it, but it is one of those that I think I would watch once and probably not again. But I watched it once. Sinners was good as far as horror movie goes. I have not seen Sinners. It was on my list to watch yesterday. We did not watch it. Never heard of that movie. It came out in like 2024, I think. It's very artsy. Like, I don't think it was actually, I don't know if it was in theaters. It was, artsy is the only way I can know how to explain it. Trigger warning for the upcoming arc of our campaign with body horror. It's not that body horror freaks me out in like the concept. Just the execution makes me queasy. Because body horror tends to come with like needles and knives. And I'm not afraid of needles when I get like vaccines or blood drawn, but watching someone else like a needle super close up on the screen just kind of like makes me nauseous. Noma says I don't really like horror movies. I never watch them. Yeah, horror is not my favorite genre. Now, suspense. Give me a good suspense movie. Give me a good psychological thriller. I will watch a psychological thriller all day long. it's just something about the horror genre that just like, I already deal with, it's gotten better, but I already deal with a low level of anxiety. And so when a movie's main goal is to give me more anxiety, I don't necessarily like that. Like, your main goal is to just make me anxious. You know? And if your main goal is to make me anxious, you're just gonna freak me out. Chris says, for horror movies, The Thing is still a banger despite it being 44 years old. We talked about The Thing yesterday. Definitely a banger. It's a great one. Noma says, thrillers, I love. Steve, contrary to popular belief, one is in fact not obligated to watch horror films on Friday the 13th. Tell that to my friend group. It was like hey, this is what we're doing. Also, let's go eat fresh seafood. I ate fresh seafood. I was very happy. Went and watched horror movies. Not as happy. Oh my gosh, I have a soda in my purse. Forgot about that. I'll have to have some later. I have a Coke Zero in my purse that I forgot about. That's a bummer. No Mercy. I don't care much about horror movies either, but as I said, Sinners was made Midsommar too. Midsommar was very good. I did really enjoy Midsommar. We're gonna put a grill right here, and actually we're gonna put it back a little bit. And we're gonna put just some seating here. I did like Midsommar. I will be completely honest. I did not make it through the whole movie. My partner, he was watching it and I was enjoying it, but then I had to like go to bed or... Whoa, when did they do this? Is this part of the race DLC, these guys? Whoa, that's pretty cool. I do like that as far as like placeable props. Anyway, so I left before it got too spooky, but I did really enjoy, kind of the build up to it. I thought that was, oh shoot. I thought it was a good one. Noma says, why would I want to scare myself on purpose? If you want to watch a really bad horror movie, I've heard the Twilight series is very bad. I was not a Twilight girl. I did Harry Potter. I also didn't do Hunger Games, actually. I was not necessarily a huge reader until more recently in my life. I did really enjoy the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series. I read that. Twilight was not my thing. I also never really watched the movies. A Needle in the Eye any day. Let's see. Saw 5 minutes of it, had to turn it off in disgust for Twilight. No Mercy says, for me, the movie needs to have a message that I can dig into and analyze. Horror itself doesn't work for me just simply because I don't get scared when I know it's meant to be scary. I would say that horror is not necessarily meant to be scary. I know my partner, he enjoys to watch it. He doesn't really watch it because it's necessarily scary. Now, I love me a monster, like a monster movie. Give me a big monster. I love monsters. Talking about Twilight still. Now we did watch, I will occasionally watch a horror, if I feel like the story is gonna be really good though. I watched Hereditary. That was super interesting. Because again, it's that psychological thriller. But it's just like, they're not my favorite genre. But the way that my partner puts it is horror movies are great because no matter what, you're happy it's over. Good or bad. And he says, you can't say that about every movie. What the hell? What tree is this? Noma says, I watched an interesting movie yesterday called Ruby Sparks. It's a romantic comedy but felt different, dark at one point. Interesting. I will add that to my... Oh, here it is. We'll add that to my list. Predator is great. Has everything horror, comedy, action, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love Predator. That movie franchise is great. I also really enjoy Alien. Have you seen the new Predator movie? I think it's Badlands that came out. So good. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of pink in here to kind of break up some of this color of the green. Try and make it feel a little special in here. Plus, I want to fill up a little bit of this gap. Oh, I forgot. I don't want to use... Oh, I love the cherry blossoms, but I don't want to use those. Alien. So dope. No, I haven't watched it yet. If it's on Disney Plus, I can watch it. I think it's on Hulu. At least in the States, it's on Hulu. I went and saw it in theaters. It was really good. I also went and saw the movie. Me and Prometheo Flame introduced you to Alien. He's a huge Alien fanatic. We actually went as Alien and Ripley for Halloween because he has a full body Alien costume that like has a mechanical jaw. Disney Plus has Hulu too. Sure. I don't have Disney Plus, so I don't actually know what they have. Okay, so we've added a grill. I'm just kind of putzing around until I can reach that first... the next level. I want to reach level 2. I need to get some visitors. I just want to make sure that I'm not allowing them to come in a different way that's not through a gate, because if they don't come in through a gate, it's a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a new district here. Which assets were these ones? I think those were the emerging downtown. So we're going to place some emerging downtown assets in this area. Kind of here. It's going to come over the park. That's okay, though. Because I want it to be... We're going to build into higher density. And I kind of want that. I'm also going to put one more set of roads here. I might change up the music a wee bit. I'm not feeling it today. See what I can find. Okay, so I need a name. I still need a name for this park. And then I need a name for this new little development that's going to be in this whole area. So we need some names. Did you make any event roads yet? Event roads. What do you mean event roads? What's an event road? She does not have any of the new DLCs. Yeah, I don't have any of the new DLCs at all. Yeah, spending the... So, here's the thing. Alright, it's like I have a full-time job. And I have the money if I really wanted to buy these DLCs, I could. However, I totally did buy Pokopia for like $70 US. And both regret and do not regret every second of that. And so, because of that, I don't want to... I don't want to buy anymore. So I need to look up the emerging downtown to see. So I'm trying to be responsible and just like not burn through my money. I really enjoy being able to okay, so high density. I really being able to enjoy to like, you know, eating things. Okay, they do have low density commercial. Okay, so it's high density and low density commercial is what's in this district style. Okay, good. So these are rebuilding. Very nice. So I want a little bit of resident or commercial here and here. And then, oh, I don't have high density. Okay, that's okay. We're okay. Because I can just place it. Kitten stretch. Kitten stretch. Kitten stretch. Kitten stretch. Kitten. Kitten. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Kitten. Kitten. Ah, she's so cute. All right, let's change the music. What genre do we want to listen to, folks? What are you thinking? Give me a genre. Any genre. Love a background Ghibli lo-fi moment. Okay. See what I can find. Because I'm in my Epidemic Sound, so I have the rights to play it. What genre? We're looking for a genre of music, Chris. Polka. All right, we have a polka. Let's get some polka. We have polka. So let's go music. We're going to go down to genre. Womp, 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 womp. I have to figure out where that is on here because it's been a while. All right. Polka. Too bad that you can't play other music. I can probably go on and find some non... Alright, we're gonna play polka for a little bit. I could probably find some non... copywritten music on YouTube, but I can't... You know, I can't just find anything, right? Yep, this is polka. Alright, so here's a problem I'm facing, is I really want to zone this with high density. But I can't, because I don't have the access, so we're gonna do a little bit of it as high density. Using, find it. I would like it 4D, please. Because hopefully this will give me enough population to actually zone it and let it grow in manually. Galaxy Quest, Weird Al Yankovic. I love Weird Al so much. You say new age polka or just new age music in general? Let me see. Let me just go. See, the whole thing is my discover because I played Christmas music for so long. Everything is Christmas. No, S'mores, where you going? S'mores, I guess that seagull took her spot. In general, okay. In general, we're gonna go new age. Alright. JKL. I have neoclassical new age. Kitten, you're like right in my way, baby. Hi. Are you saying hi? She's giving kisses to the microphone. You giving kisses to the microphone? Oh, those are good kisses. Hi, baby. Okay, you're gonna lay on my lap? Come here. Lay down. She's pushed my microphone to now it is touching the desk. And back up. Okay. I can't hear the music, so it doesn't matter. It's really quiet. Anyway, so I'm looking for, again, like I said, I'm looking for the name for this park and then for this kind of this area here. What are you doing, baby? And she's on my lap. She says meow. You can't hear her, but that's what she says. That's what she says. Hi, baby. Can you lay down in my lap so I can actually play the game? Oh, she's giving more kisses to the... She's giving more kisses to the microphone. Give more. Can you lay down? Can you hear the music at all? Anybody, or do I need to turn it up even more? Hi. Kisses. Oh, that's a big dub. I need to get all the way to 8,000 people. How many of these hold? 18 households, 5 households. Okay, so that's coming in a little bit. Can't hear any music. No Mercy says, I hear the music perfectly fine. Timothy says, I can't hear any music. How about now? I just turned it up. I'm trying to figure out if it's like a Discord or a Twitch versus YouTube thing. Also, hey Tim, how are you? There we go, I can hear music now. Okay, cool. Turn it down just a little bit. Alright, can you lay down? Because I can't reach over you. Come here. Alright, scooting back even more so you can lay down. Can you lay down? Can you... She's just standing on my lap, not allowing me to do anything. I'm on YouTube for reference. Yeah, I can see that you're on YouTube, on my multi-chat, but No Mercy said that they can hear music and they're on my Twitch chat. Okay, can you lay down? Can you be lovey? Can you not fall off? I'm apparently just asking too much of her because she is attempting to fall off. She wants love and affection, but she also wants to be held, but she wants to not be touched, and if I stop touching her, she gets mad. Come on. We'll kind of watch the park. Look at all the people. Hi. Can you be a sweet girl and turn around and not fall off my chair? I'm like holding her up. I have one hand under her like front right shoulder and she's like pushing off the inside of my leg, trying to fall off. There she goes. You want some treats? It's kitten treat time. Kitten. Chat would like you to have some treats. Oh, not that many. Holy crap. How about 5? Not 20. Yeah, there you go. I should probably throw these away. These are really old. She seems to be able to eat them though, so that's good. If you guys remember that cat that I was fostering, Stuart, he broke into the treats continually. And so there's like teeth marks everywhere. And it's pretty funny. So there's like teeth marks everywhere and just... I hope he's doing well. I missed the old man. He was so fluffy. Alright, kitten, can I play now? Alright. Looks like I can play now. Alright. Back to playing. So, I need to get this. I need to get my population up so I can actually zone this properly, but I don't really feel like zoning it properly at the moment. So, we're going to do... So, that's all level 1. Do I have higher level ones? Level 5. So, that's a corner. And that's the other corner. Now, where's the not corner one for this? Nope, that's too small. So I need to find the ones that are not corner. Is it this guy? Nope. Let's go find the corner ones again. This guy? There has to be one that like can match this, right? You'd think so. If you're gonna make a corner. Let me add. Okay, well. Let's go at level 5. I continue to break into treats too, so I can relate to that. I don't know where she just went, but I saw this really funny meme. And it was like a cat who was mad because his mom would only allow him one treat. And he's like, because she's like, oh, you know, you're going to get fat, the serving size, yada, yada, yada. And the cat's like, you know, Janice, the serving size of an Oreo is 2, but that doesn't stop you. Okay, so I guess for this one, I'm just going to have to do that. Do like 2 corners that way. Because I'm not seeing what could be considered... Oh, found it. Never mind. Oh, we're just going to kind of cheat and do that. There we go. That nice view of the park. Oh, we can eventually get a tram running. Oh, I'm so excited. I really like this emerging downtown. I think they're great assets. They're a beautiful size. I enjoy them. All right, let's go fix these. Everyone apparently just needs workers. Abandoned. Noise pollution is high. Well, like we talked about before, you live on a farm. And the noise pollution is just gonna be high on a farm. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. I do like these houses, though. Alright, so how is my park doing? Why am I... Okay, so I still need more visitors. We're just going to drop the ticket price to like $5 and see if that drives more visitors. I'm also going to adjust... the general policies that give Park and Rec. And then in this particular one, I'm going to add the policy to prefer parks. Okay. Not to mention smell pollution. Farms smell awful, especially hog farms. Yeah, farms are kind of stinky. All right, we did Holy Moly Park. I think, so this over here was Rivervale. This was what this neighborhood was called. I don't mind Hawthorne Park for this river area. This area in here. So let's go ahead and add some more. Well, do I need more commercial? I do kind of need more commercial. We'll add a fourth one there. Boop. So I think in this area, I want the trees to be slightly different. So I think it'd be a lot of fun to do like these. It's kind of bigger, like silver birches. I think it's kind of fun that each little area has their own tree. Boop. The other thing I want to probably do is I need to rerun some bus lines today. I think my bus lines are a little funky. What is she doing? Oh, she's just drinking water really loud. All right. I mean, I really have all that I can put in here for now. Let's see what else I got. Those aren't real. I don't have them in here. Oh, let's put a little soccer goal. Give people some green little space to do. And then we'll have some... Oh, no. What are you doing, kid? No, that's spicy tuna. That's not regular tuna. It's almost like a little yoga class right here. It's kind of fun. And then you have the person at the front teaching. Are you going to get back in the window so everybody can see your beautiful face? Are they all floating a little bit? That's fine. Oh my gosh, you going to get back in the window? You going to get back in the window? No, don't come to me. No, go back to the window. No. Go back to the window. Go back to the window. She's just being so naughty. She doesn't want to do anything that I want her to do. She wants to be herself. All right. My population is growing, but I would like it to grow a little bit faster. So we're going to go ahead and put in some more buildings right here. Let's just put some like level 3 little buildings right here. Oh, that's so tiny. Let's do 4 deep. Oh, and she's trying to get into a box. As cats do. See what kind of building I want there. That one's fine. Boom, boom, boom. I don't really like that one. That one's not my favorite. Here we go. Okay. And I like how this just has parking behind, but like no way that they're going to get there. This has some nice businesses. I don't know what I want here. Are those both full? This one is not. All right. So then let's... I don't know what I want to put back here. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, I forgot we have all these like nice mountain things that we can put in later. Like a sightseeing tower and stuff. That'll be nice. Bum bum ba dum ba dum. I'll just stick some. Oh, jump, baby. There you go. She's not very good at jumping. She tries. She's okay. So I think back here, even though this one extends all the way, I'm going to find a little like one by whatever little restaurant. I know there are some little... Oh no, I want one... Okay. One wide. I don't care how deep. Let's see. I like how this one's just a sign that says public parking. I know there's these little stands somewhere. Yeah, these ones. These are always kind of fun because they're like little stands. Let's see if I can find something that I think would look nice for a little outdoor space. That's not too big. Is there anything in here? Commercial eco. There was a place I used to go when I was in college that was basically a bunch of these kind of crates. And they were all restaurants and bars and shops. And you could go and go shopping and get drinks and stuff. And that was a lot of fun. And we used to go like all the time. And it was just really cool to have like a space where everything was kind of, I don't know, it was like, it felt more eco-friendly because it was like, hey, we're using these storage crates instead of building materials. Like these crates do get used once they're, and they were like all like retired, like, they were all at one point like used for storage. And that was kind of just like a cool thing. I don't know, man. Oh, okay. I thought my game... I panicked for a second. You remember if you play like that back home? We've been together, I think, Dink, once. Tim says we place like that in my area with crates like that. It's in the middle of an office park, though, so it felt a little out of place. Yeah, that would definitely feel out of place. The one that I went to... There was, like, some office parks nearby. But it was kind of just like out in the middle of nowhere. It was really cool. Yeah, Dink, I think I took you there one time. Maybe you and I went. But yeah, it just was like super cool. I need to find... Here, there. I don't want... We're gonna do dining sets, because that seems more fun. Except for I don't want them all multicolored. But it is what it is. It's a cute little area. And then we'll just kind of fill this back up here with some trees. Dink says, yeah, but I also remember placing something that was separate. I also think some folks have built homes and storage units like that. Yes, I have seen that, and I thought that was really cool when people build homes like that. Oh my God. All right, so now that we've leveled up our park, let's continue to build and continue leveling up. So we do need the entertainment level's fine. We just need, oh my gosh, so many visitors. So I'm going to kick up the speed a little bit. And so then down over here, let's put in our chessboard. And what else did we unlock? We unlocked some piers. We have like fake water here. I can't put piers over that. So if we want to have actual piers, I need to have real water. So we're going to leave that off for now. I am, however, going to put another bathroom there. And we'll fill up this space with some trees. In order to make things feel like they belong, I try and use the trees that come with the assets nearby. Then you kind of end up feeling like it belongs. I am going to delete these right here, and we'll make a nice little seating area. Since I still don't have gazebos, but that's okay. And then kind of the same thing with here is we're going to use the same prop. We're going to reset this until I can get it the color I want. There we go. And then we're just going to delete that tree. Gonna put a little ice cream truck. And just a couple benches. Ooh, big town! Okay. I have received campus, new taxation policies, new services. I like how I unlock a metro before I unlock a train. That's really funny. Bus. I get residential wall-to-wall. Should also get high density. IT clusters, very nice. Office buildings, that's also nice. Commercial wall-to-wall. Ton of new policies. Oh, here we go. New zones. Residential, high density, commercial, and office. Perfect. Some new buildings. That's great. Perfect. Look at that. So now I'm interested to see how this looks. If I like it better when I'm placing it so they kind of go together. So we're going to zone this one area and see what it zones in to be. All right, so we have a little seating area here. Again, want to make sure I'm using trash cans. I know there's one right there, but that's okay. And then honestly, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just build out this area with some nice tile work. I would love to put it underneath the... Love to put it underneath the road, but I don't think I can. Unless you guys know any way that I can put it underneath that road. Because I'm a little bummed out that I have to, like, just has to exist with the road. Because I would just love for it to not. Trying to line it up. Like, I guess I could technically bring this road up a little bit, yeah? Nope, the path just comes with it. Awesome. Well, I'm just gonna have to then. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. That makes me so sad. Oh, no. Crap. That's what happens. You just panic and everything goes with. So, I guess then if I am... going to attempt to do this correctly. We're just going to have to do it. I don't know, weird. Can I intersection marking tool this? You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be great. I would love to just be able to paint patterns on. Alright. So that's going to be good enough. So let's... we're going to do a funky shape. Oh, no! Crap. Oh, my God. I'm a mess. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. So we're going to make this kind of fun and at an angle. I have no idea what we ended up on here. I have like just like mood music on and I don't know what we ended up with. Alright, so now let's go ahead and change these colors. I like the yellow. Come on. Guess we're gonna go orange because I can't get it to go yellow. 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 Let's try this again. There we go. Alright, so we changed kind of the feeling a little bit of this area, but that's okay, because I think we just kind of work with what we got, you know? No Mercy says, it renders on top of roads by default. Fun. If page up, page down don't work, nothing will. Fair enough. All right. No Mercy says, I can try paging down the decal itself, but no guarantees that Eclipse a road that way. I think it's fine. It's adjusted a little bit, but, you know, we get what we get and we don't throw a fit, right? I also end up with like a random trash can in here that I'd like to get rid of. There we go. Looks very nice too. Yeah, I mean, again, not exactly what I wanted, but good enough, right? No one's ever down this close. And then we're just going to fake a little bit of a pathway to the bathroom. Bum, bum, bum. I need to be really funny, and I'm going to do it, is a fountain in front of the bathroom, so it makes you really, really have to pee. Like, you better run. Gotta pee. Better go, go, go. Look at all those people. They really gotta go. Also, I think it's funny, like, to me, these Ritas roll down, like, the metal roll down barriers, when in reality, I know that they're, like, cement walls. Says, I'm okay being evil, making people want to go to the bathroom, but I'm against a red light district. I never said I was against a red light district. I even said I was going to build a red light district. However, I am against a red light district in the middle of a park. And if we're really wanting a red light district, I feel like I need to have a higher urban density, right? Like, I can't just put a red light district in, like, small town America. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine these poor farmers? They're taking their family down to the park, and all of a sudden there's just, like, workers everywhere. Like, no issue with it. But it doesn't make sense yet. I need, like Noma says, a narrow hidden street. And I currently don't have a large enough downtown area. Oh, no. Landfill site. Let's see. Do we remember how to do this? Was it just resetting it? What did I do last time to do this? I think I just deleted it that way and put another one back. All right. So again, we're just kind of waiting for more people. So I'm going to raise the price back up to $10 for the park area. Hopefully people will show up. I'm going to leave this area open. And then what do we want to do with this area? I'm going to build a little, like, playground back here. You know what? Maybe small playground. It's a little too big for me to put there. Ooh, I always love me a carousel. I wish I could place it in the middle here. You know, I don't have the one where I get to change where the asset sits. That would be perfect to put in here. So maybe I'll download that mod and we'll put that in later. I wonder if I can just look up carousel. No, it's just a park. All right, so we're just gonna put down the carousel park. I don't know. I can put it down there, and then I will move it away. Pause, and delete this road here. Can't do that. Okay. That's all right. We're going to leave this awkward junction right there. And let's take... I need to have that covered. I didn't spend all that time. People who need people are the happiest people in the world. That is what Geezer says over on YouTube. Alright, so here's the question. I think people are just going to come in. That's okay. They'll just walk in. It looks like a nice park. That's really what matters, right? Alright, how do I want this? Put it closer there. I'm gonna hit play now. Oops. Good enough. There we go. And so I'm gonna take this concrete there. Put a little more concrete there. Beautiful. It always kind of looks awkward to me because it's just like in the middle of a giant thing. Hi, baby girl. Hi, did you come back to say hello to your mother? Nope, she said I did not. Is she gonna jump in the window? Is she gonna jump? Is she gonna jump? Is she gonna jump? Get up there. Get up there, kitten. She's underneath the window. Come on! Meow. Get up there. Get in your window. People want to see you. People want to see you. The people want to see you. No, go back. Ugh. So close. Hi. Why won't you go into the window so the people can see you? But yeah, I feel weird because this is like totally just in the middle of concrete. But, you know, it is what it is. Not that I've really ever seen carousels that aren't like in the middle of a concrete pad. This is a very large concrete pad. Hi. Are you mad at me because I'm really close to my desk and you can't lay down? That's exactly why you're mad at me. Yeah, well, you're at a weird angle. Your butt's in my face. And you're not in the window. So the people can't see you. And every single person on this chat right now would like to see your face. Isn't that right, people? You guys want to see her cute little face? Hmm? Her cute, sweet, baby face. Yeah. She says, nobody wants to see me. You're holding me. That's all that matters. I am loved. Have I tried the new stuff from the latest update? V, I don't have any of the new DLCs, unfortunately. I did find the billboards, though. That was pretty cool. I don't know. Were there more stuff in the free update that I missed, or is it just the billboards? Hi, baby. Because I don't have the new DLCs. There's a new ETA view, props, and way of putting fences. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'll try the fences really quick. Oh, data view. Oh, new data view. Okay, okay. Where do I find the new data view? City stats. Like this view? Let's try the new fences, though. That sounds fun. So you said there's a new way to put fences. Employment as a map view. Ooh. Oh. Baby girl, what are you doing? Okay, this is pretty cool. All right, so what else do we get? We got service points, which we already knew. That's for pedestrian, financial district, hotel locations, employment view. Okay. Citizens of working age need to have a job somewhere in your city to be happy. They can work in commercial, industrial, office buildings. Each workplace needs a certain number of workers of various education levels. Whoa, baby. Did you knock over your treats? Oh my god. You want more? She says, meow. Come here, baby. There you go. Cool. Use this view to find residential buildings with a higher proportion of unemployed citizens and workplace with many job vacancies. I can show the overall unemployment across all education levels or for just one at a time. Okay, this is really cool. So this has a lot of industry vacancies. I know, I need a lot more people. Uneducated, educated, well-educated. Okay, that's actually really cool. Okay, so now I said fences. I mean, that looks the same. You can now add fences to side, but I've not found a place to use it yet. Interesting. I'll keep an eye on that. I just need to actually go read, like, the update log. Josh asked... Make sure I'm not running over my cat. Sorry, one second. Josh asked if I have a favorite tree type I like to use. I try and do it based on... Oh, hey, look, there's my truck. I try and use it based on kind of what's in the asset already. So if I'm using an asset like this one, I'll want to put trees that are like it around it. But I really have a preference to the trees that are like the content creator trees. These are just so much more beautiful. Now, the one thing I will say is, in general, I feel like, as always in City Skylines, you, the sizing is weird, you know, like everything just is a weird size. And like, I would love more bushes. I would love bushes that, fill an area properly, that aren't too big. You know, they just kind of end up weird. And I'm not a big fan of that. Because I feel like adding trees that are in that area would be good. V and Mercy are saying apply to fences, to roads like you can with trees. The info you looked at is new, and the billboard you discovered earlier, it's all in that free patch as far as I know. It's nice to see people mostly playing mod free, as modded players seem to descend into just making vignettes and not actually building a city. Yeah, I mean, I do have some mods that, like, make my gameplay experience better. Like, I have, like, I'm changing the UI to make it better, and then I do have some that are, you know, traffic manager. Josh says, thanks for the feedback. What's your favorite tree to use, Josh? You can't ask me and then not tell me your favorite. I mean, you can, but that's just not fun. Also, I'm going to take a 2-second break. I got a little cold all of a sudden. The temperature's been a little everywhere. And I have my heater off in my office. And I am cold. So I'm going to go grab a jacket. Where are we at with our people count? Meow, what is up, Bjorn? Park info. Okay, I got about 1,400 visitors. Let's take a quick break. I'm actually going to use the restroom and grab a jacket. So why don't we... Actually, let's check in on this really quick. So they built this... It built this by itself without me laying it down. So I guess the question is do we like the fact that it does it randomly? Or do we like more of this, hey, these buildings are the same type of building in one area? What do you think? Do you prefer me placing it or allowing it to fill it in by itself? I think they did an okay job. I think if I'm trying to do a mass amount of people at once. Yeah, I did do Holy Moly Park instead of Holy Crap Park. Because my sewage system is working just fine. The last time I had like a crap park, it's because I was not paying attention to my sewage. Now I will need to... Oh, my processing status is a little small. So we'll have to really watch our, where's our medical? Our medical's fine. Our fire's okay. So as we go into... Apparently I don't have... I have one police over there. As we get ready to kind of go into our larger area over here and we start to build into higher density down this way... Because really, over this way, I wanted to stay that low density, or this medium density in these areas. But then as we get further this direction, I really want that high density. You know what we're going to do? I keep saying I'm going to use a restroom, but I'm going to go use a restroom in a second. I want to run this... I want to run this this road really quick so I don't forget. Bike, 4-lane. Yeah. And then we're just going to go pretty far down. So what I really want is I want this kind of Hawthorne Park district. We go. With the medium density to kind of run in this area. And this should also help build up the population we need for this park. And then we'll change district styles. We'll change district styles south of this road. And we'll move into higher density, kind of down in this area. I think that that'll be really nice by this freeway. And I do want to build an interchange kind of right here to allow people into this area. Old Geezer says he prefers placing... Numbers said both versions are fine. I think kind of depends on how deliberate you want it to feel. Touche. Josh, regarding trees, I prefer taller evergreens and colorful trees in the city center. I use trees and bushes to hide terrain. 100% agree. I did that over here to hide all of this terrain ruining. All right, really quick. I'm going to take a quick break and go use the restroom, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Oy. I was like, I'm cold, man. Okay. Also doesn't help I'm drinking iced coffee. But I find that iced coffee lasts longer. So let's go through and change these trees out. Welcome back. Thanks. All right. So while this park is still working on attracting people, let's keep building. So one of the things I'm going to do here is I'm going to build kind of the last area. And also, I don't necessarily want all of these to be bike. So I want this to be bike. I guess I don't mind. Ouch. I guess I don't mind this stuff kind of by the park to be bike, but I don't need everything to be bike lane. I kind of did that over here. We're not, the general neighborhood stuff was not bike lane. I'm kind of debating on whether or not this street across the middle should be a 4-lane road. Because I have a feeling it's going to be super heavy with traffic. So I think I might upgrade it. And it looks like what I'm going to have to do in order to upgrade it. Let's hit pause. Is we're just going to have to bring it down a little bit. Okay. So that is about as perfect as I could have asked for that to be. Because I have a feeling based on the fact that a lot of this down here is going to be really high density, I'm going to want this to be a main road. I'm okay with that being bike. I'm okay with that being bike. I'm okay with that being bike. All right. So then let's go put some funky roads in here. So let's start with just kind of some general... Oh yeah, that's going to put me at a weird space there. Okay, so let's put that across. And let's put some fun little roads in. Oops. Just to kind of give us a little bit of change in layout. Try at least, right? All right. So let's put... Let's see. High capacity fire station. Sure. Put a high capacity fire station and a high capacity police headquarters in the same little area. And then we have a nice little kind of 4x4 to put something else there. So let's try. See what I can find here. Like a nice little tiny building that could go there. Those are all really big. Those don't actually exist because they are not in this. These ones in particular, like these freaking tall buildings are so big. So big. Tax office. Oh, so close. Yeah, these are just huge. That's not too bad. But like these buildings, these high rises, like the sizing is just so funky. I try not to use the huge buildings because they have such small numbers of people using them compared to their size. Yes, thank you, V. They're like super cool looking, don't get me wrong, and I enjoy to try and use some of them sometimes if I want to just make it look interesting, especially once you start running out of things you want to build. But after a while, you're just like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this? All right, what do I want to put here? Like, those buildings should have 1,000 people in them. They should. They really should. Okay, that's nice and small. Perfect! Look at that! Okay, that actually fits super nicely. Okay, okay. So now look at this. So I can use this. I don't want this necessarily the suburban fence. But like, I could if I wanted. Like if there was something I didn't want. Okay, that's actually really nice. So you can like, you can click on the side of the road that you want to fence on and you can right click and it goes away. So if you really wanted to fence in like the industrial area, right? Like this guy. And I wanted to use this oil industry fence. Like, that is sharp. Now, it does go node to node, which kind of sucks. But that's pretty sharp. Okay. In real life, World Trade Center building 2 had 35 to 50,000 people working in there. CS1 have like 100 people. Mine, these are not functional fences. You can still place buildings there, cars, people go right through them, etc. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, most of my fences that I have in this industrial area are pretty much purely cosmetic anyway. Like, sure, yeah, it stops some zoning. But these are mostly just cosmetic. But that's still pretty cool. Let's do... I just can't... I need to, like, put together a playlist that I really want to listen to. There we go. That's why I play with realistic population. I do want to try realistic population one time, Nomis. Maybe I can get together with you and talk about it. It's not something I've done before. And isn't there one that also changes like to more realistic time? Okay, how are my schools? So I need elementary. I need a high school. I don't have any university, but I'm not feeling like I'm ready to put a university in yet. A high school, again, I feel like needs some more stuff than just that. So we'll build another high school later. But let's get another elementary school in here. We can kind of put it in with this area. I want to do... Where is it? This one, the community school. Allows children to get education, grow and educated adults, an alternative to elementary school. Perfect. And now let's put a nice park back there. Not that they don't have one literally right there, but that's okay. put this large playground here, and I'm gonna kind of scooch it. It's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Now this would be a good one to put some cosmetic fencing around. At the school. Oh, excuse me. The problem with playlists is copyright strikes. I agree, V. I have epidemic sound, so I have it set to allow the songs to play on YouTube and Twitch. So I pay to allow myself to stream these. All right, yeah, so that looks pretty nice. I actually really like it for this kind of scenario right there. Okay, so with this, I do know that we're going to need some parking here. V likes dense grids for walkability and bikeability and a lot of alternate traffic routes. Yes, 100%. I actually do need to add a little bit more. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I actually kind of like this little area. It's really cute. I want to add a smidge of parking. Is it this one? Do, 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 do. Just so people can park. That's a little big. Come on. Okay, so put some parking there. That'll be kind of for the elementary school and for the park. And then let's go ahead and put one more parking lot. I don't know. There? Looks good. Alright, so I do need some residential. So I put some here. And some there. And then let's go ahead and just zone in some of the high density. I think No Mercy was right. It kind of depends on if I like the viewing of it. I think that it's fine. I mean, I think there are some times where I'm going to want to place buildings down, but I think for this right now, I'm not super worried about it. I do want to put a walkable path here. And then, you know what? Let's actually do it with trees. Just put some little props down. Oh my gosh, the way that these are building up is so fast. Oh, they already have benches on them. Okay, cool. Put a little newspaper guy here. The clock. Put a nice fountain. Whoop. With a bench. I don't know why I did that. With a bench. And I wish there was like a little coffee cart, because like a little coffee cart is exactly what I need. Put a little food truck right here. That'll be our little coffee cart. We're just gonna kind of let it build up naturally and see what happens. do want a hedge. Do it as a fence. Okay, so it's all the way... Come on. Back here. It's a nice little, like, green belt. There's a functional food truck, park, and plaza in the pedestrian area DLC. Yes, I will put that down somewhere. Probably... I wonder if I can... I don't know that I can fit it right there. Let's try. So I have a large one, but what I do have, and I know that I have this one in my downloads. I have this nice little one that I maybe Larry built. That would look really nice. Kind of right by the park. I'm actually going to just scooch it over a little bit. Oh, starting to have electricity issues. Okay. So, moving back here, I guess it's time to start really building out my public works area. Oh, goodness gracious. So, let's get this built, shall we? I will have to move whatever this is there. Oh, that's my geothermal. Okay. So, let's go ahead and pause this. Yes. If I've learned anything is we're not able to pull anything from this river. It literally was drying up the river. So, let's go ahead and... Where's my... Okay, that's at 100. My trash can probably go up to 100 now. My road budget's low. Okay. Let's put the geothermal... What is this? Solar updraft. Okay, that's a little big. So let's go ahead and put the geothermal back. And then I do have it turned on where the power is going to come through the roads. I think the next thing I'm going to want to put is a solar updraft. So let's go ahead and just put it there. And we'll really kind of make this area into a larger scale one. I want this large water tower super badly, but I can't. So I have 2 water towers there. And let's go ahead and stick the other one. Yeah, because I literally cannot suck water out of anywhere. It will... I don't know. Maybe I can put it here. Out of city limits. Oh, yeah, that is out of where I have the city limits set for right now. Okay. Well, let's try to not suck dry an area. What if we put it here? Let's test and see if that sucks it dry, shall we? Looks like it might not. Will this solve my water issues? Okay. It looks like this is doing okay for right now, so we're gonna leave that there. Okay. So, moving on to public works. This is here, so we're going to leave that there for now. As we need more, I will move it back into this area. I also want to start... We'll eventually need waste transfer facilities. I have 2 landfill sites... I will eventually need a secondary location with industrial, but for right now, I think we're okay. Let's go ahead and put another eco inland water treatment. Let's put it by the geothermal for now, because we do need another one. Our sewage is a little rough here. That's better. Okay. And then just to kind of finish out this area, even though it's not a necessity, I kind of like putting this here. I think that looks really nice. And then we'll go ahead and we'll use this fencing trick that you guys told me about that is new. I do really like that I can click on which side of the road I want it on, and it actually like listens. Now, well, let me do it here, but that's okay. That's really nice. I do really like that. Ah, thank you for the follow, Junkie. I appreciate it. All right. So let's go ahead and add. Oh, what did you say, old geezer? There's a hot dog cart on the workshop if you want it. It's in the CS Maps and Assets Creation in Discord. Ooh, thank you. All right. Sorry, I'm messing with my docs on OBS right now. 'Cause something weird happened. It like deleted one of my docs, and now I gotta find it. There we go, found it. Does population need to be close to the industrial area to keep it from always being abandoned? I mean, maybe. I do have buses and I do have walkability now. I think the biggest issue is the farm is the bigger pull. You know what I'm saying? Like, they pull more. So I think, yes, I'm going to definitely move some population near the industrial area. It's just, I think, in reality, the biggest pull is the booming farming industry over here, and I think we're still lacking. Like, we're still pretty high on vacancies here. Like, all of these can still handle workers. So I think my biggest thing here is trying to push people to move in. And try and build up these little areas here. I guess we got a library there. Let's put another library in. Maybe over here. And this parking will work for that too. Now I do want to go through. Let me turn off some of the zoning on this road. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Crap. So that way it goes there. That's fine. Okay, that's a little better. I am going to just go ahead and put a path down here. I'll put a path down here. Alright, so let's try our best. We're a little weird with the zoning here, but that's okay. It's not as dense as I would like it. That'll be fine. I do need to go through and add some buses again. Some other transit. But yeah, I think it really is that it's just... I just don't have nearly enough people. I'm sure it would definitely help, though. Let me look at our bus lines while I'm thinking about it. Okay, the industry bus line is doing meh. The other industry bus line... Wow, that one's really full. Yeah, we're just gonna have to work on our buses. Just wonder if adding some residential on the other side of the main roundabout, heading into town with pedestrian bit over the highway would help. Over in this area, it honestly probably would. Let me actually just look at our pollution area over here. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I like to put small, low-density commercial in the 2x2 such areas. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I kind of want to see how this fills out in this way. I know I have a lot of commercial kind of in this area already, and I want to be cognizant of that fact. And I really need to bump that population. Now, what I'm going to try to do... is let's go ahead and I'm gonna do something a little funky because you have to eventually build residential off of the commercial anyway, right? Eventually you just have to. Yeah, I understand there needs to be a road there. I'm not trying to necessarily make efficient use of it right this second. But I'll go ahead and add a road. Let me open up this brush size a little bit here. Boop. Fill this in nicely with some cement. Perfect. In industrial area, there are stores selling to companies, lunch workers, and all. Yeah, I have some in this area here. I got some nice commercial there. I had some elsewhere too, and then we're gonna put some here. But what I am gonna do, I need to. That's not the one I meant to do. Is we're gonna put some. We're gonna put some residential in this area. It's gonna be small, and it's gonna be probably a lower income area because you are right by a residential. It's not gonna draw a super affluent population. I am still going to give them, you know, I'm not playing realism where, you know, your low income areas are also underserved. Like, we're not gonna play that that way. That's kind of just mean. However, did I decide that I had a church asset? I do have the church asset. Okay. So we're going to stick a church over here. Also, how's my death care doing, actually? Death care is doing okay. I still don't have a crematorium. I only have one. Yeah, I'm going to need to get another cemetery soon. Alright, so let's add a church over here. Okay, so we're going to do working over education in this area. Okay. Okay. I might want to make that zone with the schools out policy. Yeah, I did. I have the schools out policy here. So people will go work kind of in this area. I do want to have a church here. We're going to add some parking with the church. And then we'll put like a small little park here. I don't want to add too many of these because I don't know actually what I have in here. There's basketball courts somewhere. Really, it's huge. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll delete that whole one and we'll add a basketball court. I don't currently have no buyers for products. I currently have not enough workers. That no buyers for products, they're moving it to the I have a ton of warehouses over there. So over here, I have all these different warehouses set up, importing and exporting. I'm waiting for the ability to add a train. I also have a ton of production areas. Okay. So let's find... let's go building level 1. And let's do some high density here, because they're going to do small high density. $13+, that's strange. Let's go all. There's something weird going on, because like there's no high density residential for Central Park. That doesn't seem right to me. What the heck is going on? There's some weird stuff going on, man. Up to level 2 here. So we'll do both low density and high density kind of here. You may still have broken Rico settings for some buildings and read a similar weirdness a while ago. Yeah, it's just weird because I would have never changed Rico to have Central Park be residential. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of strange. But it is what it is. So let's cross our fingers that this helps a little bit with this worker issue. I know my residential demand has been extremely high and my industrial demand is low. And that's been pretty common across the board for me this entire set. Okay. Art Deco apartments. They're like itty bitty, man. They're so small. Really kind of load up this area a little bit with some kind of smaller housing. Okay, yeah, so this kind of looks like where I live. Like when you kind of get down to more of the lower income and rundown areas, you have a lot of this style of building. Fire education and police coverage. Yep, I went through it earlier. So this side doesn't really have any. But the majority of my city has pretty good fire coverage, pretty good police coverage. Again, this area does not, so we'll get there in a little bit. Education is fine for in here. Overall, my education coverage is pretty good at the elementary. And then high school, I do need to build another high school, but I like to build my high schools with sports fields. Because in the US especially, sports is huge at the high school level, and I feel like you're just missing so much of a high school if you just put a building down. So I really want to save kind of some of this area over here for a high school. So I think with police... Just such a big police station. Let's put one of the tinier, like this police box. Mountain one doesn't quite fit. The historic one, maybe. But I think I'd rather have like the box kind of in this area. And damn for fire. Wow, a little fire safety center. Kind of right down here in the public works area. Nice quaint town of 10,000 residents with a high school football stadium with 125,000 seats. It does not have 125,000 seats. This one has like, can maybe fit like 800. How's my park doing? God, we still need so many visitors. All right, I'll drop down the money a little bit. It's really, really just waiting for people. Like, holy cow. Alright, what is this? Too deep? I do really like the kind of the row homey feel that a lot of these have. It really does kind of fill out a different style of housing than other places around here. One of these days, the principal will see a bald eagle flying above the football field, and that's when he knows. Time to upgrade. It's true. I like the rain, but I hate the glare. And it might actually be a bald seagull at this point, because the amount of seagulls that keep hitting my camera in the face. Okay, so then let's go ahead and put like a little cafe. It's huge. Oh, you know what? A skate park would be really great, like right there. I love a skate park. No Mercy says, as long as it is bald and remotely reminds you of an eagle, it's acceptable. It's doubtful that the principal's ever seen an actual eagle anyway. Oh, that poor principal. What did he do to make you so mad? Okay. So I have a nice little area for skateboarding. Kind of put a tree or two here. I'm not mad. I just don't think this flat land is particularly natural habitat for eagles. True. I mean, you have some... Oh, God. You have some flat mountains. They're more like hills. BRB. All right. Sounds good. Do. Bum, bum, bum. Also put a community pool in here. And in this area, we'll put a little bit of commercial. I don't know if it'll allow me 3D here. Oh, well, okay, cool. So, like, these buildings are huge, man. And the fact that those are considered low-density residential is insane. All right, fill this out with a couple trees in this area. In real life, eagles tend to want sort of coastal rainforest with lots of fish. It definitely depends on the eagle, because, like, there are definitely eagles. Well, I mean, I guess I am relatively close in all technicality. Oh, excuse me, to an ocean. Who says the seagull can't carry the American spirit? I don't know, actually, where eagles, like, what type of habitat they like. So bald eagles, yep, V is right, feed on fish. Taxonomy. Let's see, description. Yeah, I know what a bald eagle looks like. Thank you. So they like bayous. They like the desert, which is funny because there's not fish in the desert, but I think there's a lot of like critters. They also like forests. Fun stuff. Think there's fish in that pool? There's totally fish in that pool. They might be children shaped like fish, or children wearing fish costumes. I mean, there's one person in the pool. Look at them go. Alright, so now let's go ahead and kind of finish up 4 deep. These kind of look... Let me see. Let's go back down to level 1. Oh wow, those are some quite large trees that don't really belong there. That's actually really funny that it's like, we're gonna, oh my god, those are huge. That's alright. Okay, well, I filled this area out okay. What do I want here? I don't know what I want there. Not necessarily ready for hotels anywhere yet. Interesting. I don't know what I want right here. It's a small little area. Let's see. Doo-doo. I don't know, man. A lot of random stuff, and the mods aren't working, or the... What is it? The Skype isn't working, so I don't want to put too many crazy things down here. Fishing industry confirmed. I just realized I'm actually not going to be able to put a fishing industry down. That's actually kind of sad. I love fishing industry. Alright, let's put just some small houses here then. Alright, so I mean this little area hopefully will be able to assist with some of the requirement here of people. Crossing fingers, right? Oh my gosh, I actually have a little bit of industry need. We're gonna ignore that, because I'm sure I actually don't. Okay, which one's yelling at me? This one? Lower career education too low. Okay, so I don't have any highly educated, but I have a library. It'll even itself out. Okay, so I started to have a little bit of a death wave here. Yeah, we're getting close to being full. So, Holy Moly Park still has a little bit to go. So we're actually going to put a cemetery right here. Should fit. Ugh, does not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... Oh, that bloom is rough. We're just going to scoot this. Meep. Too far. Alright. There we go. Not too bad. We have a second cemetery. What kind of trees do we have here? Okay, they're from here. Beautiful. I might actually just fill this last part up with parking. So apparently I was under this global Rico tab. I don't know what was going on with that. Whatever. Let's add a little bit more parking. There you are. There we go. Nice parking lot right there. I think Joy uses an instrumental version of this current song in her streams. Oh, that's really funny. We both use Epidemic Sound, so that would make sense. Alright, and then right here, we're just going to stick just a little bit more commercial in. All right. Get a little bit more residential growing. I mean, I think this area is kind of coming together nicely. This does look a little out of place, but we're in the process of getting to that bigger area with the higher density. I got a little bit more streaming left in me. My partner's coming home. He's been out all day doing other stuff. All right, what's going on here? Are they all making a right? Pretty much. So what I'm going to do, when you... Oh, nope. Okay, that was wrong. Crap. I turned him around the wrong way. Not that one. I'll also just come through and I guess put these bushes back. Meep. Good enough. I am going to, however... Nope, not TMP. Where is it? Node controller. No, I was right. It was TMP the first time. I just have to trust the fact that I know what I'm doing. Yeah, so my one that hides the crosswalks, that one's not working either, but that's okay. Looks like most everyone is making a right because I think of the farming district. Okay. Well, I wanted to get all the way to a 5-star park today, but the visitor level is a little slow. So I think last thing before we go is let's redo our buses. Alright. So... I do want to make sure that we do get a bus line to the industry area. So we're going to do... I don't know why that's faster. Like, that's just funky. Someone's a renewed version of the crosswalk add-on, but I don't know the creator. They don't seem to have any other mods at the workshop. I see many trusted names or comments, so I'll keep an eye on it. It's not a necessity for me to have it. It's just a nice to have. So we'll see. Okay, so I want to run that, and then we're going to run it basically to like there. And we'll kind of do, I think one stop. Well, I think one stop for that is okay. So this is kind of the industry line. So make it yellow, and then we'll just make sure that people drop off to the industry line. And then let's run a bus line. Runs almost like a circulator here. I wish I could just drag. Like, I want it to stay on the what I consider more of a main area. Okay. So, in a perfect world, I want it to. Let's check it on that side. I gotta change what side of the road I'm on here. And that'll help a little bit. This is a dumb route right there. It's one of the few things CS2 has actually improved. Yes, I love that. This, though, is very dumb. What the heck they're doing here? So, let's just try that again, because that was dumb. Add one here for the high school. Add one here for that area. Add one here. Okay. So this is the Rivervale circulator. Okay. And we're gonna increase the bus capacity a little bit and drop the number of vehicles for now. Okay. And then I do want to make sure. So that drops off there, so that's fine because they can walk across. That goes around there. I have some for there. Now I probably want. I'm going to want one that starts off kind of in this area as well. And we'll have to adjust that as it grows. This is the Hawthorne Park area. And this one I can way drop down. Okay, so I'm going to kick it up to 3 speed. I'm going to take a big stretch. And we are going to see if I can get the bus lines to run a little bit. I think also having bus lines will help with the job issues a little bit. I like how the crime in the farm is every once in a while peaks up and it's right across from the granny who made the moonshine. Alright, I want to check my junctions for a second. I wonder if my... Nope, okay. Crime on the farm is rampant. It's all the cows, man. I think I want a junction. No. I want some stop signs there. Ooh, small city. Okay, cool. Trains! Trains! That means next time we can build trains! For exporting goods. Got a monorail as well. Oh my goodness. Got our cargo stations. Oh, finally. Ooh, the warehouse with the railway connection. Yes. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna slow it back down for a second. Alright. Hawthorne Park. Sorry, Holy Moly Park. Oh my gosh. I just need more visitors. Alright, let's check our train lines. Okay, so this one's doing, the Hawthorne Park one's doing what I thought, which is just a couple people here and there. Industry line. Alright, so let's increase the capacity of these buses from 30 to 50 and see if that helps. Kick it back up to 3. And finally the circulator. Okay, we just need more buses, and that just tells me here that we're going to need some higher forms of transit eventually, like a tram line. I think will be beneficial. And then depending on how our transit goes, I might re-download the mod that shows you where everybody who's riding the transit is going. Because I really like that mod. It is helpful. I want to see if this will kind of clear that one a little bit. Because I think a lot of these people are, you know, going to the other side. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, this is a lot of people. Okay, these numbers are not quite dropping as fast as I was hoping. I'm trying to look and see where these people are getting off at. Like, I'm watching this bus in particular. Okay, so where is this line? So this line is... So people are getting off at the one that goes to... Like, they're getting off here. So they're either going to, like, to the high school, or they are getting on that one to go downtown. No Mercy agrees we need a pack mule circulator. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna add one more bus onto that line. So a lot of people are getting off at this one here, which is right by the other one. And then they're also getting off over here. Okay, I think this is getting better, because this one's clearing almost every bus. This one is struggling, though, because they don't clear at this guy. But I think 6 buses is enough to keep up with it. Because it's finally clearing a little bit better. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I do think that's better. I think I'll leave the 6 here. That's pretty wild, though. This is just doing what it's gonna do. I got gazebos! Not that one. Industry line. Okay, and then a lot of people are waiting here to go home. Perfect. Or into town, I guess. Yeah, they're either waiting to go home or going to town. If I had to guess, it's probably people who live here that are getting ready to head into town. Okay, there's 2 buses back to back here. So those should be able to clear. Should be able to clear this guy. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm happy with that. We will need higher capacity eventually, but I think we're getting to a point where I'm feeling good about it. Let's go ahead and put... Let's go ahead and put a bus line that runs into... into the farm. Let's not run it into that area. Let's run it... Do I want to run it in this area? That's all dirt road. Alright. I'll kind of one more right there. So hopefully this will get some people to and from the farming industry as well. They can just kind of walk across the street here. Let's do orange. And I probably need 2 buses. So this is a death wave I see on the horizon. Yeah, little baby death wave. I mean, I have more than enough cemeteries, so I think it's just... This is kind of that first area I started building. And so it's starting. Slowly but surely. Oh my god, there's an accident. There we go. So hopefully this will get some people over here. How loud is it right here? Not terrible. Is that just a little bit of... a little bit of something something in here for some people to live. We're also going to do the default style as Kutcher said. And we're just going to go womp. Perfect. Except for maybe right there, we'll put a little bit of residential. Maybe some trees as a buffer zone against the farm. Yeah, luckily right here, there's not too much noise. I might add some trees right here, though. It's a good idea. So I'll actually do this. We'll add some really nice fluffy trees. I like putting up the noise pollution guy and then seeing the noise pollution go down. Once you place enough of them. There we go. I think the nice little buffer. There's the school's out one. Oh, services. Here we go. School's out. I think that's the one thing I kind of didn't do in this area is put the schools out. Problem is I don't necessarily want to push that over here because then we're going to end up with all these changing into countryside. Wow, these are like... I just reset all these. Sunny green. So hopefully this will alleviate some of this work issue here. See what happens, yeah? I don't know. I think we made some pretty decent progress today. I am pretty happy with what we did. Did I get to a 5-star park? No. Am I a little bummed about that? Yeah, a little bit. But guess what? We have the next one to get to a 5-star park. Oops. They're in here. There you go. So I'm not too worried about not getting there today. And if you notice, I always like to offset my tables a little bit because in the real world, right, people, this is such a weird girl. I don't like that one. People move them. When you sit down, you end up with weird, like, skewed. I just feel like it's more realistic to not have them all perfect. So just a little bit more greenery here. I think it's filling out nicely. I would love, again, I know I talk about this, actually I feel like quite often. I would love if they had grass textures that weren't like these bushes. Because I think we've been trained so much that this equals empty. That they're like that if it was marked as a park, it would change the grass or add some semblance of a different, different feeling. I don't know. Tim says, if they were all perfect, that would mean that the park had a big staffing budget. Exactly. I don't want this one there because this has area for soccer. Let's add just a tiny little... What is that called? Oh, dog bone interchange. I was really confused. Let's add a little dog area in here. Cute little area for some people to sit down and enjoy their pup. And we'll add just a little bit of dirt. Here we go. Cute little dog area. Got two nice gazebos. Let's see if our park will continue to grow or if I need more entertainment. Nope, my entertainment's doing good. So really, it's just I need more people to visit. I wish they would show people sitting on here, but that's okay. So I don't know. I think this is really coming along. I mean, there's definitely more things that I want to place down and put as soon as it opens up. I mean, I'm, got the trampoline park, which I think kind of is funky, but a climbing frame is nice. And then we'll go through and we'll add a couple more things kind of throughout. But I think it's really coming together. I'm super happy. And I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me. I think, moving on. We're just going to have to wait for the crematorium for that one. No, okay, I guess I'll turn it back on. Okay, then. Maybe that's why I'm having a death wave is because one of my cemeteries is full? I don't know. Anyway, so next time we will make sure that we finish the park. I do want to eventually upgrade some transit. And I really want to, as soon as I actually have a higher need for industry, I think I either want to do oil or get some ore going. But I think this is really kind of turning out really cute. I'm ready to start getting some high density residential, get another interchange down over here. But for now, I wish you all a fantastic day. Thank you so much. Bye.